currently there's a lot of discussion around quotas and companies to fill them. How do you feel about those?
Yeah, those are big hot topics, aren't they? It's funny. I was at dinner with my husband over the weekend on Saturday. We actually got into this discussion as well, and it's a mixed. I think as a woman, also, you have mixed feelings about quotas. I believe in them because I believe that if you don't set standards, if you don't set quotas, it's going to take us much longer to reach gender parity. We've seen it in the past. We've seen it with women getting the power to vote. If someone didn't set quotas or didn't move forward and do things, it would have taken much longer to happen. So I believe that we need them, but I also believe that it's difficult for a woman to be a quota.
Yeah.
When you walk in the door,
because you're not a quota.
Because you're not a quota, exactly. Yeah. So you walk into an office the first day of your new job, and you feel like you have a big Q.
Yeah,
t-shirt. And that's just not what you want. It puts so much pressure on you, and you may feel that you have to work 100 times more than your colleague because you feel like you need to live up to this quota.
Yeah, and how could companies change that?
I think if they automatically believe in having a diverse workforce, then we don't need quotas. If companies really open their eyes and look at the benefit, there's such a positive impact within an organization with diversity.
Yeah, and if you put some extra reading into it as a company, being a company, you can also find many statistics around what a diverse team can do for your company.
Yeah, sure.
So I've read that that a company is twice as productive with a diverse team.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I think we see that here. Sure. If you look at the multitude of genders and ethnic backgrounds and age, also a big diversity point.
Yeah.
We're moving forward so much faster because of that. I think it's amazing. And I can't say that I've measured our productivity, but I think if you look at it and where we've come and where we're going, you can definitely see it in our output since we have such a diverse team.
Yeah.
And also companies are increasing their own measurable standards and looking for KPIs. So I just read an article about SAP who's actually set up a target for 2024 that they want 30% women in leadership positions within their organization. Yeah. So they're broadcasting that and they're talking about having these high standards and being held accountable for that, which I think is a great thing.
Definitely.
So what do you think that companies can do? Because I think you've also mentioned something about 41% of managers have said that it's too much work.
Yeah, they're too busy.
Too much time. Yeah. They're too busy
to
have a diversity and inclusion program.
Yeah.
So what do you think some of the things that organizations can do to make it easier?
Yeah, definitely. Well, of course, organizations work with vendors on different types of issues or topics in their companies. And when you talk about your recruitment vendor, so Seuss is also a recruitment agency for companies. And what we do to think along with them to help fill that quota is to submit candidates in a different way. So to go back to the drawing board almost, create a job assessment. What do we need in this person? Not looking at background, race, cultural fit, or anything like age or gender.
Okay, so really just skills. Okay.
Yeah, skills and behavior in the role. What do you actually need? And the companies would create a job assessment. We, on the other hand, have our candidates create an assessment as well, which will end up in a report, and that report can be compared with the job assessment. It's completely gender neutral, and it's just great to send that through. I believe that the standard should be that we're just sending that assessment, and of course the candidate will go over and present themselves. But it's way better than to check the CV and see where this person came from and how many years of experience this person has.
So it's really looking at the core of the individual if they match with the
Yeah.
job description. Okay.
Yeah, and I think that will definitely help to fill in the diversity program like they should do.
Okay. And it could actually reduce the amount of time looking through CVs that come in and looking through individuals, because it's a kind of a cleaner approach to that.
True.
So it could actually save some time.
Yeah.
And I think one of the other things that that's important is us. You know, we encourage as a management team individuals to volunteer, to be mentors, to be mentees.
Yeah.
We're very much pushing the mission and the value of the Healthcare Businesswomen's Association, the HBA, which you know I'm very passionate about, and really believe in that. And I love that so many other people in the organization are getting involved. I think that helps us tap in to a whole network of individuals that are very valuable in our jobs and filling more senior positions within organizations. So there's so much access to wonderful women.
Definitely, and they reach out to us too. Yeah. So we're accessible in that way as well.
Yeah, that's right. Because we always are looking for new articles to write, presenting at conferences. So we very much believe in putting ourselves out there as well. So we're seen as also spreading the word on this topic.
Definitely.